Okay, one more minute before they get here. Just enough time to send this baby out into the void. What the fuck? Oh, hey folks. My name's Tom Heyman. Welcome to the Sad Bastard Club. We're coming at you from the MakeOut Room, deep in the heart of the Mission District in San Francisco. Sad Bastard Club is a singer-songwriter event that I hosted here for about 9 years, live. And then the pandemic hit, and we turned it into a web series. Our Sad Bastards for this evening are Chris Guthridge and Matthew Edwards. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us, so without further ado, let's get down to business, all right? I'm gonna do
I don't know how I didn't see you coming. You passed me by like I was standing still. You're always talking about how you get the next one. You get the next one, sure you will. Gonna be Fat City and a whole lot more. Got me buying my clothes down at the second-hand store. I'll stand straight up until I fall straight down. In the middle of the night you disappear without a sound. I don't know how I didn't see you coming. You passed me by like I was standing still. You're always talking about how you get the next one. You get the next one, sure you will. You got to wind it up, you got to go full throttle. Try to trade me up on a brand new model. If you were a song, you'd be a Catholic hymn. You're here and gone, you're like a phantom limb. Well, I'll stop dreaming, I'll stop dreaming, I'll stop dreaming now. 'Cause you've been lying, I know you've been lying. So quit your crying now. You can blink and you miss it and it's gone for good. Standing on the corner like I knew you would. Well, everything I own on amount to jack. I might be going home, but I ain't never going back. I don't know how I didn't see you coming. You passed me by like I was standing still. You're always talking about how you'll get the next one. You get the next one, sure you will. You get the next one, sure you will.
The girls are up in Marin County and I'm dying on the vine, damaged by this sleeping sickness. Darkness haunts my mind, because now she wakes up angry where we used to wake entwined. And the girls are up in Marin County and I'm dying on the vine. I wander through these city streets that I cannot abide. No fortune smiles upon the poor, it's impossible to hide. She's calling all the shots, she's painted all the signs. And the girls are up in Marin County and I'm dying on the vine. I'm out of words, there's now to say, except I never lied. And it's too late to build a bridge across the great divide. And each moment I am slaughtered by the words that she decides. And the girls are up in Marin County and I'm dying on the vine. The girls are up in Marin County and I'm dying on the vine. Our boldest daughter guides the spirits in all the rooftops into Birmingham, to bring us broadsides, pearls and protest songs, and leave us magic in her way, a sure and certain magic in her wake. The golden daughter never settled down. I gave her troubles and my filthy town. She keeps me quiet while she drives me round, but it's only she who makes me sing, the only lover left who makes me sing. And I love you all, and I love you all, and I love you all, and I love you all. Our oldest daughter's reading Ulysses. She says she loves me in parentheses, and just like a fool I always aim to please, until the dimming of the day, the sure and certain dimming of the day. And I love you all, 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 you love me when I'm dead? Will you love me when I'm dead? Will you love me when I'm dead?
So, Matthew Edwards, also known as Ted, it's great to have you back here in the MakeOut Room.
Thanks. It's great to be here. This is sort of a very seminal place for me.
So, what was the last show you played before the lockdown?
It was here. I actually played a real live analog Sad Bastards Club on the Monday night. And that was in January. That was the last
January.
actual live show I did, yeah.
It's always on Martin Luther King's birthday in January.
Yeah, because we got together for a sing-song at the end.
We do We Shall Overcome
We did,
every
yes.
year.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing. What's the biggest thing that you had to cancel or the most regrettable thing that...
The most regrettable thing, well, I had 3 festival appearances in England and 1 in France that I was supposed to do. The biggest thing was that I was going to go back out on the road with Nouvelle Vague. And at the end of that, I was going to go back and return to Paris and play a bunch of shows in Paris, and that all just went by the wayside. But it's also up in the air, especially with the increasing cases in Paris, and lockdown returning. It's all everything's vague.
Yep.
Everything.
Have your listening/media consumption habits changed?
Well, I can't go to the cinema, which I do very regularly. So I've been watching Netflix. Actually got Netflix, which I've exhausted the good stuff on there. As far as listening concerned, I mean, I don't listen to a great deal of music. But the one thing that's been constant, because I bought an exercise bike, is I've been listening to a lot of Can.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I find it very good. Good exercise music
sure.
with Damo having a bit of a squeak and a squeal
Yeah.
over the top. Yeah, especially Tego Mega.
Have you recorded anything? Have you got stuff in the pipeline?
Yeah, we actually put out a 4-track EP, which is this here, which is first song of the Revolution EP. I've changed the name of the band. We're now Matthew Edwards and the Futurists. Sold out on vinyl now, which is great, but it's still available on Bandcamp and such as a download. Yeah, I've actually done something that I haven't done for a very long time during lockdown, which is I've actually been collaboratively songwriting with Isaac from the Futurists, which I haven't collaborated with anybody on a song in 15 years because I'm such an egomaniac, really. But it's been a really satisfying experience. He's been sending me pieces of music, and we've got about half an album written.
Have you booked anything for 2021 other than maybe the festivals that got moved?
Maybe a couple of festivals. I mean, to be honest, at this point, I'd be really happy to be able to leave the country and go to England and play or get back into France, which is where a lot of my audience is. Yes. So we'll see. I mean, as everything's open, I'm just trying to keep myself busy, which is very successful because I have an 8-year-old daughter as well. So I've got to look after her. So yeah, I mean, I can't think too far forward because it's too sort of a bit cheerless.
Thanks so much for coming down and doing this, and I hope to see you out and about, maybe back in here with an audience at some point.
I would love that, Tom. I love this place.
All right, Ted. Thanks.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
It would be just fine. I could have never predicted how wrong I would be those times. All of the bad advice that I ever took was mine. It's hard right now, lots of people giving up, but I promise you that's a fact. I ain't going out like that. Even when it ain't our fault, it's still our problem. I only made them till now, I don't know how to solve them. It's hard right now, lots of people giving up. But I promise you, and that's a fact, I ain't going out like, ain't going out like that. 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 The easiest way out is almost always the worst. Let me be the first to tell you so. 'Cause firsthand I know, and I ain't going out like, ain't going out like, ain't going out like that. Lots of folks reaching out, feeding the mouth that bites them. I got demons of my own, but I don't invite them. It's hard right now, lots of people giving up, just giving up. But I promise you, and that's a fact, I ain't going out like, ain't going out like. Come with me right now, it's higher up here. Come with me right now, don't believe what you hear. Come with me right now, it's higher up here. It's higher up here all the time. I see you crawling on the floor. I see you sneak away for more. You don't have to run, you don't have to hide. It's higher up here all the time. Don't believe everything that you see. Don't believe everything that you hear from me. Just believe me when I tell you that it's higher up here. It's higher up here all the time. It's higher up here all the time. I see you floating next to me. Let go of my hand, child, you're free. You can always come down when you're sick, flying around.
Well, Chris, it's great to have you here. I should say that we've been work colleagues and music colleagues for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit surreal and also awesome to be sitting in this place across from each other.
Yeah, I've been here a long time. I think you got me the job here, and thank you. And,
Yeah, sure.
and no thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for nothing. What was the last show that you played before we locked down?
It was very, very close to lockdown. I think it was March 11th, in fact. We were talking about coronavirus coming around the corner.
What
there.
was that What outfit was that was playing?
That was with Noel and the Deserters.
Okay. What was the biggest thing that you've had to cancel?
Me and all of my friends turned 40 this year. All of my closest friends growing up. And so it's we're like, fuck, excuse me. We're like, we're going to do this later. We'll do it 2022 or something, go to Mexico.
Have your listening, media consumption habits changed at all?
I don't listen to or watch really anything anymore. It's kind of insane. I've been working on this record. It's like 21 songs. It's a double record, so I have a lot to do. I'm engineering it, mixing it, producing it, playing everything on it myself. So I've been very busy. Don't watch TV. I don't watch shows. I don't know what anybody's talking about when they talk about anything. I try to keep up on new music, and I just I don't know. It's just a little mild depression has taken me out of all of that. I think everybody's sort of just kind of take it or leave it.
People are either consuming everything or consuming nothing.
Yeah, it's
sort of.
one or the other.
Yeah,
it's one people are getting healthy or they're just sort of living in oblivion.
So that does, you sort of answered my next question, which is that you have a big thing that's finished now at this point. I'm taking it.
It's finished. Yeah. No, it needs to be mixed. But I'm finished tracking on it. It started as one album. And in February, March, I got my band together. I started ramping up, started accepting offers, started playing shows. And so all that got shut down too. And I had a plan to just put that record out. And I finally just decided to just smash them together. And this encompasses a lot more of the emotional spectrum of this year. I definitely went psycho making this thing.
Yeah.
In a big way. It shows a little bit too. I mean, I had no, I was uninhibited for a lot of it just because I had time and sort of space.
Have you booked anything for 2021? Have you got anything on the books?
No, just a redo of everything, hopefully.
There we go. All right. Well, Chris, thanks so much for coming down and doing this. And
Thanks for having
hopefully
me.
I'll see you.
Probably here though. Our ghosts will be here haunting us, and Ray will be haunting people.
Exactly.
How am I supposed to know what I'm supposed to do? It's not one thing, it's another when it comes to you. You got them crocodile tears running from your eyes. I'm all ears, honey, tell me why. Got to tell me why you did it, honey, tell me why you said it. I got out of bed this morning, now I'm starting to regret it. You were so sincere when you said you'd try. I'm all ears, honey, tell me why. I'm all ears, now you got my attention. Loud and clear, but I think I ought to mention I'm like a little boy after school in detention. Send me home with a note, don't give me a suspension. You got to make the best out of a sticky situation. I could plead the fifth and skip the self-incrimination where they're taking volunteers to hang me out to dry. I'm all ears, honey, tell me why. frustrated. I thought we were in love, but you were just infatuated. I'm pretty bad, I'm feeling discombobulated, baby. I don't want the truth. The truth is overrated. You're all out of ideas, but I'm open to suggestion. Before I let you go, I got to ask you one more question. After all these years, you watch a grown man cry. I'm all ears, honey, tell me why. I'm all ears, honey, tell me why. I'm all ears, honey, tell me why.
Well, that's the Sad Bastard Club for tonight, folks. I'd like to thank Matthew Edwards and Chris Guthridge. I'd also like to thank my compadre, Justin Fromm, for taking this whole thing and making it into something you can watch and listen to. Mostly, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Be kind to each other out there, and I'll see you next time, all right?